this is my this is how I make my thumb skeins. When I get to the end of a skein and it's really awful and raggedy, and I spend as much time trying to straighten out the kinks and knots as I do knitting, then I take the time to create a thumb skein, and that handles it. When I am doing a small project, I'll do thumb skeins to work off scraps I have. So here we go. This is going to, you can see this beauty is going to result in yarn barf. I mean, there's just no way around it. There's my yarn barf. So this is going to be a really small example, but here's what I do. I hang on to my yarn, and I go a couple times around my thumb, and then I want the yarn to land on the down side of the loops on one side and the up side on the other. And I want to have it go around my thumb like this. Now, this is one of those things that takes muscle memory, because you get to this point and then you have to change the direction of your thumb so you can still work. As you build I'm going to pull a whole bunch more out so you can see what I'm doing, and then I'll show you how I put it away inside the skein. Alright, so I am doing at the top on one side and at the bottom on the other side, and I just keep going around. And you will develop muscle memory, and you'll know you have to turn your thumb and rotate your hand and all of that sort of thing, like this. And you just keep going. It should pretty much go at right angles as you're working. You should see that it's going, and midway through you're going to have to put your thumb in the opposite direction and then pull it. Okay, so here I have enough to give you a good example of what I do. I pull it off my thumb. Now, see the big hole? So I squeeze it together, and when you squeeze it together, it's going to make it skinnier this way and longer this way. So if this were the end of my yarn, I would wrap it around, not very tightly, but I would wrap it around, and then I'd stick it inside the skein or tie it off if it were that. So here's what you do. You open the skein, and this is kind of cool because you can say, you know, open sesame, and you make sure that the center pull end is out. You stick that in there, and then you take the outside and you do just exactly like you did your thumb skein. You put a belt on it, just like that, and then you're all set. You've got it set. It'll pull out of the center, everything will stay put, and you're good to go. And that's how you do it. It's going to take some practice because you're rotating your hand and you're flipping your hand and you're winding at the same time, but it's not a tough thing. You can do this.